What's good, everybody? This is Brant with CPC Bodybuilding, the home of men's classic physique. Today, we got a preview of the Euro Muscle Show Pro in Amsterdam, Netherlands. And I got Yemi Adefioye, IFBB Classic Physique Pro out of the UK here to preview it with me. How you doing, man?
Good one, man. That was close. That was close. Adefioye.
Ade-
It's
Adefoye.
yeah, there you go. It's phonetic.
All right, got it. So yeah, we got Yem here to preview this one, give his expert knowledge. It's going to be nice having his perspective because he knows a lot of these European guys doing this show, has competed alongside a lot of them. So we're going to preview this show. But before we do, I want to make sure to give Yem a shout out and make sure you guys can find him here on Instagram. So this is his IG. It's Yemi IFBB Pro. Make sure you guys give him a follow, use his codes. He also coaches, so if you're looking for a coach, make sure you hit him up for that. Inquire in his bio. But yeah, that's Yemi's Instagram. Make sure you guys go give him a follow. So, like I said, we got the Euro Muscle Show this weekend. A lot of top guys out of Europe in this show, as well as some of the guys out of the Middle East. So, just show details. It's going to be this upcoming Sunday, July 14th in Amsterdam. As mentioned before, classic guys are supposed to go on last. So this says the show begins at roughly 10 a.m. So you can be looking out for all that. I'm not sure if it's a separate prejudging and finals format, but this is just the order of the division. So classic guys go on last. And if there is a live stream, I'll be sure to put it in the YouTube description, but I haven't seen anything yet. I'll be giving you guys all the updates as I get them. So here is our full lineup right here. So we'll go ahead and go through all of these guys. And then at the end, we'll give you our top 5 predictions, the best part. So starting out, we got Hassan Ali Ibrahim out of the Netherlands, Krimo Amari from Germany, Vahid Badpe from Iran, Brian Tomo Birchman from Switzerland, Gio Bloa from Belgium, Luca Corrado of Italy, Luigi De Robertis of Italy. We got 4 German pros here in a row, 5 total, actually 6 total. Valerie Fritzler, Andre Gerstner, Lucas Guido, Florian Hartledge. We got Paulo Henrique from Portugal, Jakub Kolinek from the Czech Republic, John Lofthouse from the UK making his first appearance this year. We got Armin Mar, again from Germany, Miguel Malamo from Mozambique, Jivko Petkov from Bulgaria, a surprise addition here. He won the Ireland Pro a little bit earlier this year. Jimmy Tonkinson, also returning to the stage from the UK, and Dominic Woiwat from Germany. So full lineup there. This one's stacked, guys. Like, this is a very, very deep lineup. Really tough to pick, but we'll go through each guy and give our thoughts on them. So starting out, we got, and so this guy qualified for the Olympia last year. We got Hassan Ali Ibrahim out of the Netherlands. So this guy won the Balkan Grand Prix last year,
Yeah.
which like nobody expected this guy to win. Yeah, I mean, what makes this guy really stand out?
I think he's got a really good structure. But I was saying earlier, like I think he just has one of those physiques that it just looks far better in person. Like I think he just has a different kind of quality to the tissue. Like he's Iranian, so he comes in peeled to the bones. I don't know what it is. I think it's a genetic thing, it's a skin thing. I don't know. But yeah, he's got really good posing. Arms incredible. Those lats are, yeah. Is anything missing? Like I don't think so. Really good structure, good conditioning. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a complete package. To be fair.
Yeah, structurally just incredibly gifted. I think his ratios are on point. Just very proportionate is the thing that I notice. Like,
Yeah,
not the biggest guy in the world. He doesn't stand out and look like, he's super heavily muscled, but everything is like in the right place. Everything is very proportionate to each other, and he's got like small waist, big lats, wide shoulders, big quads. It's like to a T classic.
20.
Yeah, I think he'll do really well here, but we'll see if he's in the top 5 later. Next up, so we got Krimo Amari, who actually made a little U.S. run last year. So this was from the Chicago Pro, where he was 3rd place at that show. He's got really good shape, man. What do you think?
Yeah, very good structure. It's really round, good muscle belly. He's got that look where you can just come in bursting for, and he does look pretty good. Like some guys, you bring him in bursting, it's not necessarily like a better look, but he's got that look where he can just be full as a house and just absolutely draw your eye to him. Small waist as well, really good legs, good hamstrings. I saw a video of him doing hamstring curls where you just see everything popping out. So yeah, he's got a really good, and his arms are very dominant, which I'm a fan of big arms. Maybe I just don't have crazy arms yet.
Yeah, there's something to that, man. Big arms is like an old school golden era type of like classic, you know.
It just
Every
draws,
guy had big arms.
yeah, it just draws your eye to me. You see someone with a really good set of arms, it's just like, yes, that looks good. Really sets the physique apart. And I think it makes things look more proportionate. Like if you've got really big set of arms, it makes your waist look smaller too.
True, true. Yeah, I'll be intrigued to see what Cremo's condition looks like.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate key, I think, here for him because he doesn't lack anything structurally. He's got great like there's no missing body parts whatsoever, very complete in general. If he can bring this fullness with like and I hate to be the guy who falls back on shredded glutes, but most of this lineup is gonna have striated glutes. This is like
Peeled out. Like peeled glutes are gonna be the minimum. If you ain't got peeled glutes, you're not in the top 10.
yeah. So if he can bring some signature condition to this show, I think he's in the running for a top five. So we'll see. But that's Cremo Amari. Next up, we've got probably the favorite heading into this show. This is top 10 in the world, Vahid Badpe out of Iran. This is from his appearance last week at the Mr. Big Evolution Pro, where he finished in second place behind Stefan Matala. Yemi, what makes Vahid so good?
He's structurally gifted, man. Again, he's got that Iranian conditioning. I don't know what it is. It must be a skin thing because Michael DeBoo has it. Like every Iranian guy I think of, if they come in peeled, they are absolutely inside out. So it must be a genetic thing to some extent. But he's got the great posing as well. And again, he's got a really complete physique. Like there's nothing missing. Like it's just all there. Like glutes, hams, quads, arms, back. I wouldn't say his arms are like as dominant as the guy we just looked at, but they're still like really full and predominant, and they really they stand out. He can hit anything overhead, So just like all those overhead shots are always going to look classic, always. That's
Yeah, I'll be intrigued to see if he's made any adjustments to his side chest. That was the one pose where
that he
I don't think he lacks any density, but just got to play around with the hamstring.
Also, where bodybuilding's a game of comparisons, it might just be him standing next to Stefan because Stefan's side chest is just that good. Like if he stands with somebody else with, just say it's comparable side chest to himself, it's not going to stand out as much.
I do think because to me, when I see this side chest, if it goes back to it here in a sec, it doesn't look like he's necessarily smashing that front hamstring against the back leg, which is you'll get more out of the hamstring that way. But I mean, like you said, Stefan's just so dominant in that pose, and it's really hard to say, right?
It's a game of comparisons, and when you're compared to somebody that is really good in the shot, you're gonna have to be very good in that shot too. I think
and I would like to see him open up just a touch more too to get
see what you're saying though. He is a bit close up on the side chest, and his hamstrings aren't. They're definitely not getting pushed against his leg.
Yeah, but I mean,
which even means
such an easy
some
change.
leg there to show, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's Vahid Badpe out of Iran. Next up, we got Brian Tomo Birchman out of Switzerland. So this guy's competed a couple times this year. Believe he was in that first call out in the German Pro Show. And this guy's got really good structure from what I see. This is at the Big Evolution Pro last week.
Yeah, great structure. He's really big as well. Good legs. He just doesn't have the conditioning to stand next to guys. I remember watching the live stream, and even AJ was saying he just needs to be a lot sharper. Even this, I'm not sure if he turned around to the rear, but when you don't see someone turning around quickly, it's a good sign. Even here, you can see he's not that sharp. Okay, here we go. Yeah, see, he's not 100% there back there. Like it's there, it's close, but those glutes need to be a bit sharper, which could just be a peak in the shoe. But he just needs to be a bit sharper than he is here, I think.
Yeah, just a touch sharper. And like that's the thing with how deep this lineup is. Conditioning is going to be spot on for so many of these guys that you got to bring your A game.
I mean, Urs came up to me after Emperor and said the same thing. So without condition, you're not going to do well. You know, especially if you're in a deep lineup, you need to be sharp. I think there was a time when you could kind of get away with it. It wasn't that far, like that long ago. Like there were shows like 2, 3 years ago. You see guys that aren't the most peeled in the glute area, and they will still win. I think the only person I've seen do that this year is maybe Fabio. So this shows you how good you really have to be against someone else to really beat them without shredded glutes, which is not happening in Europe.
Yeah, no, that's true. So that's Brian Tomo Birchman from Switzerland. Next up, we got Gio Bloa from Belgium. And this is a guy you have seen, and you actually put me on a little bit. I didn't know how good this guy was until you said something. Like, this is from M Pro. You competed with him. So what makes
Yeah,
him so good?
he was actually like right next to me, funny enough. So I think from his perspective, he just got that look. You know that look where you think of classic. It's just the arms, it's the legs. Like he's just round and bubbly. Like I don't think he hits a side chest in this, but you could just see his arms are just absolutely just like ridiculous. Like this is a screenshot. Like this is a phone recording of a video.
Yeah.
All you just see is rippling muscles. So imagine this was a HD video. He's still got the small waist as well. I wish he had a bit more lats. That's the only thing. But from the rear, dense back, thickness is there. He does not lack any muscle anywhere. He just needs to be sharper. And I think there's a reason why he took a bit of time between the Emperor and now to get on stage again, is to bring in a bit more conditioning.
Yeah. And I don't think we've had any more recent updates either. So he's like he's keeping this under wraps.
He's been quiet, and I think he's been quiet for a reason. Because even the stories he ain't really been posting anything. But he did post something the other day. His legs were out, and I saw deep lines in his legs. I hadn't seen in his legs, and I thought, okay, I think he's coming in sharp.
Yeah, I'll be intrigued to see if he brings that condition up because like definitely does not lack any muscle, any structure. Like this guy's really good.
Like, let's just say it like this: if he's at the cap of the Emperor, like you should say he's right at the top. If he came in 10 pounds lighter, it wouldn't matter. No
Yeah.
one's gonna think he's small. Not a single person.
So that's Gio Bloa. Next up, we got Luca Corrado out of Italy. So Luca's a guy who he's competed like all around the world. I met him at the Pittsburgh Pro last year, actually. Really good guy, and he brings great condition. I think that's one thing that is pretty spot on at every single show. So yeah, I mean, just looking at this video, this is from just a few hours ago. What are some of his strengths in your mind?
That conditioning just stands out. He is peeled out of his mind. Arms are really good as well. Got really round quads. I actually really like his. I like the way he flows. I think his waist is a touch big, so that's probably gonna hurt him in classic. I think, but I don't think there's anything missing. Like the lats are there, the arms are there, the delts are there. Conditioning is on point. You can when you can tell someone's on. Like I can tell his glutes are in from the front. So that just shows you how peeled he must be. Like
Yeah, he's definitely on. Like I think he doesn't like have the best structure in the world, but he makes up for it with the things that he can control. He presents his physique in ways where it's like, that's the best look, it's the best pose,
yeah,
and he comes in sharp every time. And
yeah. There's no
yeah,
way to. I think he poses perfectly for his physique, honestly.
yeah, yeah. So that's Luca Corrado out of Italy. Next up, we got Luigi Robertis out of Italy. So pictures are a little bit limited from recent appearances. This was at the Kokani Hungary Pro, where he took eighth. Right here's the side chest.
Did he do the first show in London? I feel like I seen him in person.
I don't know if he did. Yeah, it looks like he did. Yeah,
Yeah, he did. Okay, fine. I know exactly. Yeah, okay. I saw him in person on the first show. He was not in shape, I'll be honest. So he does need to be a bit sharper.
Yeah,
But
these are from Cheru, Italy last year.
okay,
And
so
like
if
the
you mean
quad
like,
lines are good.
yeah, the quad lines are really good. Structurally, he's not the best, but he looks like he does make up for it with good muscularity and good conditioning. So I think if he comes in sharper, it's going to be one of those guys that will be very hard to beat.
Yeah. So that's Luigi Robertus out of Italy. Next up, we got Valerie Fritzler out of Germany. So he just turned pro this year. I think he turned pro just like a couple of months ago, actually, in Portugal. And this was from Mr. Big Evolution last week. And if I have to give a critique here, structurally he's pretty good.
Mm.
I do think the condition from the back has to come up a little bit. But like he has very big lats, a small waist. But I notice he has very wide clavicles too, which is really
Yeah,
good for classic.
what? I think he won the Emperor. I feel like I saw him backstage at the
I
Emperor.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely did. Yeah, he's good, and he looks really good in person. He's got like a lot of muscle. Like I don't think this video does him any justice. He looks really big in person. Um, yeah, I think I don't like some of his poses. He just hits him a bit weird for me. But other than that, I think he's really good. He's got good overall shape, good arms. His chest is crazy. That side chest is really good. But yeah, like you said, he does need to be sharper, like especially in the glute area. It's just you can tell that it's close. It's just not there yet.
Mhm. So that's Valerie Fritzler out of Germany.
He can fix that, to be fair.
Next up, we got Andre Gersner again out of Germany. This is a guy who like brings some really crazy condition. He's on the far right here. Very good muscularity in the lower body too.
Yeah, he did. I feel like I've seen him at shows. What show has he done?
He's done so many shows, dude. He did like this year alone. He did. This was at Ireland.
Yeah,
Then he did. So he did earlier. He did the German Classic Pro. He might have even done M Pro. I think
I feel like
maybe.
I've seen him. Yeah, he's got one. He's got old man muscle. Remember old man muscle?
Oh yeah,
He's got that old man muscle. He's got that like that just dense, hard muscle that you can just tell has been there for ages, man.
yeah.
I feel
Plenty of
like he
muscle maturity.
hella. Only thing is, you can just tell he's not great at controlling his midsection on stage, and it does hurt him a touch.
Yeah, yeah. I can see that. Yeah, and it doesn't help that like when you have higher lat insertions, you got to be
God,
more conscientious of your waistline.
he's also not posing the best for his physique. Like hitting that side, like that ab and thigh, that side on, it's not going to help, especially when you're on the end like that. But
Yeah,
he's
but the wheels are impressive, man. I think he's got really good legs, and
really good legs. Yeah, the detail's crazy. And and that island stage has terrible lighting, so it's probably far better in person,
yeah,
from a detail perspective, anyway.
yeah, he's good, man. I want to see him continue to just like bring it, get better. He's one of those guys you can tell he works hard too. So
Yeah, definitely.
definitely wishing him a better, placing here at this show.
Yeah, 100% better. The island show was weird and Dutch.
Yeah. Next up, we got Lucas Guido out of Germany. So Lucas is like, if you look at the caption here, he says 72 days out from Poland. And I'm like, I'm looking at this condition. I'm like, how do you hold this for 72 days? This is insane, dude. Like I would feel like death. Like I mean I haven't I've come close to this. I haven't been this condition, but like I'm just like holding that for over 2 months.
I think you get to a point where you hold it for like it almost becomes homeostasis.
Oh my god, dude.
But
Like
like
I
you're
can't
still
even
gonna feel that
imagine.
shit though. But it's just like less shit. Like getting there is a lot harder than like maintaining there.
Yeah. See, for me it's the opposite, bro. Like maintaining condition, dude. Oh god.
Really.
Not fun.
I think getting in shape is the harder part because that's when you feel like proper like shitty, like you're gonna pass out, you're living in the street and stuff like that. Whereas when you're actually in shape, like me, like a day out from a show, I'm like buzzing, energy's there, I'm fine. Whereas like if I go to like you see me 3 weeks out, don't talk to me.
But regardless, Lucas looks crazy peeled. This is a guy who like
Same.
rookie year last year came out of nowhere and just like so he turned pro as a middleweight in bodybuilding, and
Okay.
he's a shorter guy, but placed very, very well as a rookie in some really deep lineups. Like I think he did a couple of the Spain shows last year, and he was first call out in like both of them.
He probably only did middleweight bodybuilding just because he's so like dense. You probably couldn't make the weight cap as an amateur.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But like this is a really impressive physique to me, man.
Yeah,
I really like these poses.
yeah, he looks dope. Like he's got that look where it kind of your eyes drawn to it, and I think you need that look in classic because otherwise you are just gonna it is gonna be harder to stand out, especially when you're in a lineup that's really deep or there's a lot of people in it. Like if you're in a 20-man lineup, you need a standout physique or you're not getting in that first call out, even if you are better than people.
Yeah, I think he does really well here. I'll be intrigued to see him next to some of these like taller guys, but I think he's gonna hold his own. I really do.
I think he will. He has that look. He has that look like he got second at the Arnold's. Was it Marco Ruse? When I went to 212? No, who was the guy that was doing 212 at New York Pro and he got like third.
Oh, wow. Dude, I'm not sure, man. I'm blanking for some reason.
This
Like New
dude,
York Pro this year?
who was a shorter gentleman?
Oh, you're talking about the Italian guy.
The Italian guy, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Oh, Zagarella, that's what it was.
Yes, Zagarella, exactly. He is short, but he stands out and he has a similar physique to him.
Okay. Yeah, I think Lucas is a little bit so when I think of Zagarella, I thought he was a little bit more lower body heavy. I think Lucas is really proportionate. Like everything the ratios are on point, like
Yeah, yeah, I get what you mean.
upper to lower, left to right, symmetry is like
Yeah,
on point.
symmetry spot on. Yeah, you're right. Which is
Yeah.
what but he has that same look where he can stand out like how he did, even though he was shorter. Because he
Yeah.
was able to beat, Wesley and stuff like that, which Wesley's a 6'2", 6'3" guy.
Yeah. I think Lucas does really well here. So I'm looking forward to seeing him back on stage. And the streak of Germans continues. We got Florian Hartlich here. So Florian has competed, quite a bit already this year. So this is from his fourth place finish at the Muscle Contest Ireland Pro. They're standing in the center. Definitely a more seasoned competitor. Condition is always very sharp. He has good
Inside out.
shape.
Like I said, these pictures do him no justice. He was peeled. I saw some pictures from backstage. He was peeled.
I really like that twisting back double right there. That's a really nice shot for him too.
He got fifth at the Emperor, I think.
Yeah, he's like one of those guys who just like very consistently top five in any show, which speaks for how good he is. Because
Yeah.
Europe is just so deep.
He's got crazy legs. His legs really stood out to me.
Let's see if we can. Oh, here's a good one. Never mind. Let's see.
Yeah. Look, you can see in that shot with him and Khan,
Andre.
the difference. Like, look at the difference in the legs. Yeah. You can just see the depth in his leg. Yeah. That one now.
Going with Paul, yeah.
You can see the difference in his legs. Like, you could just see he's just got such dense lower body. Like, those pictures just don't do him justice.
Yeah, he's really good, man. This guy could be a dark horse for real. I think
Yeah.
I think he's really good. So that
100.
is Florian Hartlich. Next up, we got Paulo Henrique out of Portugal, top five at Mr. Big Evolution last week. You've seen this guy before. What are your thoughts on him?
Ridiculous. I have calf envy every time I see this man. If you've seen my physique, you understand why. Crazy, just so densely muscled, and he's tall as well. And everyone likes a tall physique. There's nothing missing on his body, like not a single thing. His pose is pretty good. Hair he did drop a little bit, but his pose is really good. He hits his poses really well. That side chest is dominant. Like you don't want to stand next to that, really, do you? Like bodybuilding is a game of matchup as well. So it's one of those things where you just don't want to stand next to somebody that's that tall in a side chest with that much tissue.
Yeah, he's just crazy, crazy full. I think just a touch more on the condition,
Yeah, he
And
doesn't need to be this bursting, I don't think.
yeah, this is a really good physique.
He
Definitely
kind of looks
worthy.
like Noah Franklin.
Oh, I could see that. Yeah, yeah.
So legs especially.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's really good. You can see why he's pretty consistently like a top five, top three guy, depending on what show he's in.
I would English put him in my top five.
Yeah. So that's Paulo Henrique out of Portugal. Next up, we got Jakub Kolenek out of the Czech Republic.
The
So
horse.
this is from, I think, Prague last year. He was sixth at Mr. Big Evolution last week. So, I mean, this kid's got great structure. That's the
Mm-hmm.
thing that stands out to me.
Mm-hmm. Really beautiful.
Conditions very crisp.
Yeah.
You know, you can see
Got
probably it does look like it's probably like a peaking thing at this show,
Yeah.
but you know, when I think I got a tagged photo of him. Actually, no, it's not tagged. I added him in it, but like condition wise, I mean, I think he's gonna be there. Structurally, just very gifted too, man.
Yeah. He's got that kind of physique as well. You see him walk out, you're not gonna. It's not like, oh yeah, this guy's gonna be good, and he hits a pose. You're like, okay.
Yeah, it comes to life.
Yeah, it comes to life, and it's always cool to see that.
Yeah, this guy is a sleeper, man. Honestly, like I think his front shots and his back shots are probably like his best poses, like the back double, front double. You know,
Yeah, especially
got a
that
really crisp front
front line.
relax. Yeah,
Yeah, his front relax is really good. You're right.
yeah. I'll be intrigued to kind of see how he stacks up, you know, against some of these guys who are a little bit more dense. I think
Mm,
that's the matchup that I'm interested in, the side chess.
yeah,
So,
yeah, definitely. But I mean, we've seen him in this like top six,
mhm,
top show. So, you
very
can't.
capable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very capable. He's gonna place well.
So that's Jakub Kolenek out of the
Oh,
Czech
he did top
Republic.
six at the pro. I didn't realize that was the pro show. I thought that was the amateur show. Okay, well, even then, that was a stacked show as well.
So yeah he was top six at Prague. He was top six last week at Mr. Big Evolution. He was right behind Paulo Henrique. So
And he's a very good guy then.
yeah, he's very very dependable. Next up, we got John Lofthouse out of the UK.
Uh-huh.
So John, this is his latest update. This is 8 days out, and John looks like he's added quite a bit of tissue since competing. I think his last show was Muscle
Ireland.
Contest Ireland with you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it was.
Yeah, and John's one of those guys that's just like super underrated in my opinion. I think just like posing wise, very, very impressive, man. Like
Yeah,
very
poses.
good at posing.
Yeah, his posing's really good, especially in routines. Routines of like they're probably something to actually like pay attention and watch.
Yeah. And he's working with Ben Chow, so that's a relatively new thing. I don't think him and Ben were together for the Ireland show last
Unfortunately,
year.
he wasn't with Ben now, but what Ben's done for him is game changing. Really, like just from a condition standpoint, he was never this sharp last year, and he needs to be a lot sharper, and this is what he needed. Plus, he does look like he's about 10 pounds up.
Yeah, it should be fun to see him next to some of these like top European pros to really see like how his improvements stack up with some
Yeah,
of the best. This is a good measuring stick, I think, because John's got, he's one of those guys he's always had the structure. He knows how to present his physique well. It's just been a matter of like nailing the final look and then putting on the necessary muscle tissue to hang with some of these top guys.
yeah,
So,
that's exactly what it is. Yeah, that's exactly
yeah,
what it is.
yeah. So rooting for John here. Hope he does well. I think he'll definitely bring an all time best. So
Yeah, he's gonna be his best, 100%.
next up, another German classic physique pro. This is Armin Mar, and his pro debut earlier this year went really well for him. So this is him on the far right in this shot next to. So that's Ferran Mignana and Luca Reger. So Luca Reger in the far left in the shot won this show. Ferran Mignana's been like top four in some of these really top level European shows. And this is a really good front lat spread, man.
Crazy.
It's a good shot for him. Good detail. You can tell he's got really, really wide clavicles too.
Yeah.
Like those shoulders are crazy.
Yeah, his shot, like, look at his next to the guy next to him. It's like, they almost look double the length. It's massive. His clavicle is so wide. And the thing he's shorter as well, which is, normally kind of like you lose height, you lose width, but he's taller and he's shorter and wider. So it shows how wide he really is.
It's a good side
You can
relax.
see how wide he is just from the front, like from the quarter turn.
Yeah, this guy could do pretty well, man. Like
Yeah. Has he got an 8 pack? Yeah,
yeah, good ab genetics too, man.
really, yeah, that's dope. He should never hit a vacuum. Just do that.
Oh yeah, dude. That is a crazy ab and thigh. I've
That's
never seen that pose. That's nice, man.
that's so good. If you go fucking 8 pack, just do that. Don't ever vacuum. Vacuum's the hide shit.
But this guy can do really well, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he sneaks his way into the top five. He's a sleeper, man, for sure.
Definitely.
Next up, we got Miguel Malamo out of Mozambique. So he
Gosh.
was fourth at Mr. Big Evolution. This is from that show. In my opinion, one of the most underrated guys in like all of Classic, dude.
I thought he was third personally, but when they called him up for fourth, I was like, fair enough. So good. That it's just his lats are so wide. He like if we're talking about width, like clavicle width, his clavicles are so wide, like almost too wide. Like they just don't end. It's like a runway. You could probably like take off a plane off of it. Like unbelievable. It's
Yeah,
like
and like condition is always there too.
condition is sharp.
He has
I
this
think
like granite level hardness to
I,
his muscle as
I
well.
think because he's short, the other guy that you showed, like the Spanish guy,
It's probably
is that
Lucas Guido.
yeah, they're gonna have a good little matchup, and it might help both of them up because it's not just gonna be a whole bunch of dudes that are like 6 foot that he has to compete against. So probably
Yeah,
gonna
because
show.
these are both shorter guys. They bring very similar strengths, like the width, the detail, the completeness.
Yeah,
I think they're both gonna do well. I think Miguel again, like he's not on a whole lot of people's radar, but he's making some noise. He
yeah,
is definitely like this guy. I would not be surprised to see him at the Olympia if he hits the right show at the right time
yeah.
this year.
He could definitely make it.
Yeah.
He reminds me of like a Terrence reference kind of.
Yeah, yeah, I could see it.
Terrence reference with like extra width.
I do think he probably like if I had to give one critique, and this is like nitpicking, is I think he could just use more arms and that's it.
Yeah, a bit more quads as well, I think.
Yeah. But like this guy is really, really good. Big fan of his physique.
He even got glutes like Terrence, to be fair.
All right, so next up we got Jivko Petkov out of Bulgaria. So this guy has solidified himself as like the best classic physique pro out of Bulgaria. He won the muscle contest Ireland Pro. You've competed next to this guy a few times. What makes him so special?
Dense tissue. He just freaking rock hard, man. It's just so much muscle that comes to a pretty small frame, so it just looks so impressive. If it wasn't
Yeah,
for if Valentin didn't move to 212, then it would be a good battle between him and Valentin. I'll say that.
yeah, oh, absolutely, man.
But yeah, he does have really good posing as well, to be fair. But he just has so much tissue. It just you can't deny that much tissue. The waist is pretty small as well. That vacuum is really good, really deep, massive rib cage.
Yeah, and the detail is really impressive too, man. Like you can tell that's some pretty mature muscle as well.
I don't think he's even that old either.
Yeah.
Or was a young man with old man muscle, right?
Yeah, and he was like pretty clear winner here
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Ireland too.
It was not in question. It was
Yeah,
really a question of who was going to get second.
yeah, and what's crazy too is like I mean, you see him stand next to Paul Canoe, and like I think Paul's got some of the best structure out there, man. And like
Mm,
he holds his own against Paul structurally. It's
mm.
just like the detail is so impressive for this guy.
he probably matches Paul from a structure position,
Yeah.
but just has far more tissue, like especially up top. Like Paul's legs are pretty good, so you can't really say that he doesn't have like a lot of tissue. But when you see the upstairs, that's where the difference really becomes. It's just the arms, the back, his chest.
Dude, look the glutes in that shot. The glutes and the hamstrings are crazy.
Look at the width of his back compared to Paul. It's just night and day. Like
Yeah.
it was just a question between who's gonna get second, who's gonna get third.
Yeah, this guy's good. I'm excited to see him stand next to Vahid Badpay. That'll be a fun matchup for
I think he
sure.
got like fourth at the Emperor,
Yeah. Hmm.
third.
Yeah, he
Like
was in that top four.
he was in that top fours, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't fourth because I think Jermaine was fourth.
Yeah. Next up, we got Jimmy Tonkinson out of the UK. So Jimmy's making his return to the stage. I know he did Muscle Contest Ireland last year. That was his pro
Mid US.
debut. He did Mid USA as well. And Jimmy's one of those guys. He's a bigger guy too. And we haven't seen a whole lot of updates, so I'm really intrigued to see what we get out of Jimmy here. I'm
I think
gonna
he
try to
posted
find
something.
something. Let's see. I think this is the latest update we have. This was like 7 weeks out.
I saw something today. Let me just
Okay, maybe we'll catch it on the story. Let's see.
check his story. I'm gonna check Nace.
Okay, here we go. You got a
Yeah,
back double.
yeah, back doubles.
Just pause that. It's a good shot, man.
Yeah, and you can see, like, I don't know if you can bring up the other shot, but you can see he's added a lot of tissue there.
It looks like it, especially dude. The glutes and the hamstrings look crazy different.
They weren't like that before.
The hamstrings, especially, man. Like that's a really really good shot for him.
Yeah, and his back is a lot thicker.
Yeah, you notice a lot more, particularly in like the lat thickness, and then like it looks like he put more teres on too.
Yeah, Jimmy's always been a very densely muscled person, but now you're really seeing it.
Yeah, I mean, I hope to see Jimmy do well here. He's definitely been chipping away, working hard, trying to put on some quality tissue. And it looks like he's done just that, man.
He has. Yeah, I think he has.
Yeah. So that is Jimmy Tonkinson. And our final competitor, this is Dominic Woiwat out of Germany. This guy is absolutely massive. This is a huge dude. You've seen this guy in person. You competed at M Pro with him. What are some of his strengths?
Density. He's so dense, like, and he got that hard, dry muscle. You see him, you're like, damn, it's really impressive. I'll be honest, man. He's just so thick and so dense. He was bodybuilding before and moved down to classics. So if you take all the stuff that makes someone a good bodybuilder and get them enough strengths in classic, it's just night and day, really. If you have a classic guy with enough tissue, it's gonna be hard to beat him.
Yeah, exactly. He compares pretty well in a lot of these shots, particularly for the point you mentioned, density. So like that side chest, that back double bicep are really, really strong shots for him, especially with the condition that he brings for how big he is. And
Yeah, exactly. So, and he has to be super sharp.
yeah.
He's the kind of person. He literally, if he misses peak, he probably won't make weight.
Yeah, and he was eighth at Mr. Big Evolution last week, so he's looking to improve upon that placing. But yeah,
Yeah, he's
really
in the top.
strong rookie years so far.
He's in the top 10 at Empro as well. So he's never at the top 10.
Yeah. So that's Dominic Woiwa out of Germany, and that's our full classic physique lineup. Now we will get into the best part, our top five predictions, the predictions that were extremely, extremely hard for me to make. I'm actually gonna switch a couple around here now that I think about it. But Yemi, is your
All
top five set?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of spitball it, but I have a good idea. So
Hey,
I think
let's
I'm
do
gonna
it, man.
start off with Vahid, and then I'm gonna go to Zankov for second.
Who you got? Yeah.
Zankiv, the guy that won the Island Pro. What's his
Oh,
name?
okay, Jivko.
Jivko. Goddamn, I'm so bad at pronouncing names. Don't cancel, guys. Listen, if you watch this, guys, and I say your name fucked up, listen, I do apologize. You know how it feels because everyone fucks up my name too. um, okay, and then in third, I think I'm gonna go with. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with the Portuguese, mate. I'm gonna go with Paulo.
Oh, Paulo Henrique.
Yeah, I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna come in sharper, and I think he's gonna hurt some feelings there. And then fourth, I'm gonna go with Gio.
Gio.
He's
Gio
gonna
Loa.
match up, and hopefully he's gonna come in sharper, and that's gonna be enough. And then for fifth, I'm gonna go with Luca.
I don't know if we got let me see. Oh, is it Lucas?
Lucas.
Oh, let's see. The short guy.
Yes.
Yeah, he's good, man. Real good.
Good. And I don't see him at that top five, to be honest, man.
That's a good top
You know
five.
what? Actually, you know what? Ooh, you know what? You know what? I have to make one adjustment. I actually made a mistake. I'm gonna have to take Gio out of that top five.
You're taking
And
Gio out.
I'm gonna have to replace him with Miguel.
Yeah, Miguel.
I can't put him out of that top five. He's too
Yeah.
good.
He's not making it out of that top five. There's no
Not making
chance,
out of that
dude.
top five. It's not a chance in hell he's not making out of the top five.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's other guys I can see not being in that top five, but not him.
Yeah.
I can see myself being wrong on a whole bunch of people, but I can't see myself being wrong with him.
Yeah, he's not out of that top five for sure,
I
man.
can't bet against that gentleman. He's way too good.
Yeah.
Like this is way too good.
Yeah. We got a pretty similar top five actually. We didn't even really like discuss specifics. Yemi and I were like trying to decide on like we were just spitballing before this, and like I thought we were gonna get totally different top fives, but it's pretty similar actually.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna go ahead and start mine out with in fifth. I'm gonna go Hassan Al Ibrahim. I think this guy is just really classic, and his structure is going to get him there. He's very conditioned, like just very proportionate, balanced. I see this guy doing really well, even though he's not like the most heavily muscled guy. Structurally, he's very gifted, and in terms of condition, he's right there. So I'm gonna go him in fifth.
Yeah.
Then in fourth, I'm gonna go with Miguel. I just love this guy's physique. He's so complete, brings a great look, very balanced. The condition's always crisp. The fullness is there, man. He just compares very well, even though he's a shorter guy. So I got Miguel there in fourth. I'm gonna go a little curveball. I think Lucas is gonna place third here. I got Lucas in third.
See it. See it.
Just because he's done extremely well in his rookie year last year against guys who on paper you would have thought might beat him. I think he's only gotten way better since last year. This is really impressive to me. I see nothing missing here. So I'm gonna go Lucas. I think the condition is so hard to deny. Plus everything is there. Like ratios are on point. Even though he's a shorter guy, you can tell he's got wide shoulders. The quads are crisp. Like everything's there, man. And he's dense. He's dense as hell. So I'm gonna go Lucas in third. And then we got the same top two. I gotta go with if I could find him. Jivko Petkov. Like this guy's too good. Structurally, very, very good. Lots of density, lots of width, very classic, and like he's not the world's best poser, but man, he's very, very gifted structurally. And then my winner is Vahid Badpe out of Iran. Nobody's beaten this guy's condition. Very balanced, structurally, just amazing. The only thing that really, in my mind, lost him the show last week to Stefan was Stefan just got way more muscle than he does. So that's the one vulnerability I think that Vahid has is if he runs into a guy who's bigger and more muscular with the same or comparable condition, then he becomes vulnerable. That's just what the top 10 at the Olympia is. But this guy's 10th in the world for a reason. So, or at least top 10. I can't remember what he
Like,
placed last year. Yeah, ninth. So, I mean, this guy's top 10 for a reason. And I got him punching his ticket to the O.
he beats heavily muscled guys. Just that Stefan.
Yeah. So those are our predictions, guys. It's going to be a hell of a show this weekend. First annual Euro Muscle Show. So, I mean, I'll give you all the updates on this show on my Instagram as the Atlanta Pro's going down. It's probably going to be going on about the same time, actually. So I'll be giving you guys the updates here. And before we get out of here, again, I want to give a huge shout out to Yemi for taking the time out of his day to talk some bodybuilding and preview this one with me. Make sure you guys give him a follow here. His tag is Yemi IFBB Pro. Uses codes and inquire about coaching. And before we get on up out of here, Yemi, the floor is yours, man. What's going on in your life? You want to give any shout outs to like your sponsors or any of the athletes?
Yeah, let's do that. Actually, that's a good idea. So, at the moment, I'm working with Gymshark. So, code Dreamer for some discounts. Summer sales going on right now. So, if you go to Gymshark, that's 60% off and an extra 10% off with my code. Conte. I don't know if there's much shipping going out in the US. I know your audience is more US based, but listen, if you want some really good, high quality, like supplements, and I mean health subs, whey. Listen, I don't ever hear American guys talking about health subs. So you guys are probably fucked up on the inside. So listen, don't take Conte. Get yourself some organ defense, some circulatory defense, and some heart. Listen, just get anything for your health because I know you guys need it. Yemi 10. Also, shouts out to my coach Ross. We're gonna go to Olympia. Just watch. Watch the space.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Yemi's looking at some shows later this year. He'll let you guys know where he's competing later on when he's ready to drop that. But
But
yeah,
yeah, if you
that's
want to come from UK to do the UK Pro, Championships, you know what I mean? Might have to watch out because definitely that's my home stomping ground. You know what I mean?
yeah, gotta win that one in front of the
Yes, sir.
home crowd. Punch that ticket to the O. So
Punch it. But yeah, we might see if we might do some shows sooner because I got the itch and I'm not too far from my conditioning. So we'll see.
you heard it here first, guys. So that's gonna do it for the preview today. I want to thank you guys again for watching CPC Bodybuilding, the best channel in classic physique. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and like, comment, and share this video with your friends. Spread the word because we're previewing all the classic shows, giving you guys the best here. So that's gonna do it, guys. I'm Brant, and that's Yemi signing out. Make sure you guys keep it classic. Catch you
Peace.
later.
Amazing.